What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? What up? What up, what up? Let's get a tweet out real quick. Dearest Strat Marvel Champions. Let me see. Now we know the reason I didn't grind for Aegon. Instead of blowing 5k units on a grind, I blew almost 5k units on failure in 6.4. Let's go with that. No. Okay. Tweet. There we go. Alright, what's up, everybody? Moon Knight First Water here, followed by World Breaker Black Hulk Omega Prime. Is that a real thing? Is that a real Hulk? Shane O'Mac. What's up, everybody? We got EZ in here, Zol Harris saying Namor. What's up, Namor? Rip BG units? Yeah, man. Rip some units. It's okay. It's alright. Whatever, man. Little bit of unit loss. Life goes on. Taylor Bost, set it over $1. Thanks, man. Saying beat the Grandmaster for the first time on the beta. Looking forward to practicing more. Okay. Nice. That's cool, man. Thank you very much for the $1. I appreciate it. Slip. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Do you hold your breath when you say, P.S. I am now alive? I don't. I don't think I do, at least. Not consciously. Oh, Bushido Brown. Just sent over £1, too. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I was just reading your comment. Thanks, dude. Wow, why is it... It's so delayed. Because it just said Taylor's now? That's weird. Alright, anyway. Thank you, guys. Let's get to the grinding, eh? Easy come, easy go, am I right? Yeah, basically, man. That's what I'm talking about, easy. Easy come, easy go. Let's... Okay, no. Okay, just double checking things here. Hey, it's a level up event on, right? That's nice. I was gonna have to, I was gonna rank up Torch regardless. I'm not gonna do it right now, I'm just saying. I was gonna rank him up tonight regardless, so happy that that's there. That's cool. Oh no, I already did energy dump. Don't need to do that today. Let's just take it to the arenas. Let's do it. BG, do you not want to know what happened in Hobbit stream? Uh-oh. What happened in Hobbit stream? Hey there, hi there, ho there. What's up, Star? Hobbit, hashtag BBC stands for British Broadcasting Corporation, of course. Yeah. What'd you think it stood for? Wait, don't. Hobbit, what's up, dude? How's your grind going, man? BG got the Feast of Crystal from Rifts. Got my first silver stars for my Groot. So happy. Nice, Luke. That's awesome, man. I got Torch and Sunspot at 6 stars. Who should I rank 2? Should you rank 2 either of them? That's the first question, man. Do you have 5 stars, or are you just... I don't know where you're currently at in this game. Here's what I will tell you, though. You know, some players are ready to start rank 2ing 6 stars. And some people, I think, try to force it a little too much. It's harder to awaken 6 stars, harder to take them to high sig levels. Generally, I find 5-star champions to be the better way to go. It's of course not always the case and very situationally dependent, but please keep that in mind. Do not skip over the 5 stars. Shield doesn't care who you are, and that includes Abyss Luke Cage. Ooh, you doing some Abyss stuff there, MSD? How you doing? You gonna rank up someone for Prestige? Nah, Prestige, what's that? ABG put up 2.5 mil for the Guillotine 2099. How many more points do you think I need to secure her? Well, she went for about 2.4. I think she went for 2.4 last time. Yeah, I think so. We don't know for sure what she's going to go for, but, you know, the closer you are to that number, the riskier you're making it on yourself. As for whether you're going to get the champ or not, how much over you want to go, well, that's on you. It's up for you to decide. I don't expect her going up much, if at all. But you never can be sure. Just pull the 5-star Ronin. Any thoughts? Sean? I'd say it's an okay pull. Ronin, he's a decent enough champ. He's got a new synergy with the new Black Widow. But I don't know, he's just okay. I think he's good if you don't have other strong skill champions already. But most of the highly regarded skill champs out there, I consider to be better than Ronin. Good, I'm at 45 mil, shooting for 85 mil, 2k units spent so far, on track. Hobbit, nice man. Keep it going, dude, keep it going. May or may not have pummeled him with shield, may or may not be a one-shot. Oh, dude. Really? I hear that fight's pretty tough, man. Okay. I'm interested, man. MSD, you know I need to learn some She-Hulk, so I need to get better with her. Brian! Tara! Sup? What's going on? Ronin is super underrated? Maybe. I'm just not a big fan, I guess. What can I say? BG, how would you get into MCOC? Some friends of mine were playing. And I said, that game looks stupid. One, I'm not even into fighting games that much. You know, I think they're okay, but I'm not really into them. Two... Not that I dislike Marvel, but I'm also not like a, you know, a Marvel super fan or anything like that. It's just, you know, Marvel's okay. I've gotten a bit more into it since playing the game. But back then it was just like, I don't even watch the movies. I don't read the comics, none of that stuff. And then 3, C. Was I going A's or A and B, C, or 1, 2, 3? Anyway, I also thought this game was gonna suck because it's on mobile. You know, it's not like I think that all mobile games suck, but I thought a mobile fighting game was gonna be terrible. So I refused to download it, refused to play. And then I overheard one of my friends saying, like, they were trying to take down Hulk. And they were trying to take down Hulk together. And I was like, what? Little light went off. Like, what? What was that? You guys are actually playing together? Well, that sounds kind of cool. Turns out they were fighting Hulk in Alliance Quest. It was map 1, Alliance Quest map 1. They were trying to fight through the Hulk mini boss. So then I was like, alright, fine, I'll give it a try. Downloaded it. I wasn't really into it on the first day. Was about to uninstall it, but then, you know, it was pretty late at night. I just went to bed. Woke up the next day. Started playing. Never stopped. I really didn't think I was going to like this game when I first tried it out, but yeah. Turns out it's pretty good. Brian, they have the data to make the changes they just did, yet don't know anything, so they can't make any changes. Wahahaha. You know who I'm talking about. They have the data. I'm guessing we're talking about. Wait. We're talking about war, right? War in Kabam? If we're not, then man, I'm totally out of it. Hold on, let me read this again. Alright, they have the data to make the changes they just did, yet don't know anything, so they can't make any changes. Did they? I mean, I saw the changes. I saw the changes come in a flow. I didn't see if there was like follow-up messages or something like that, so that's probably where there's probably some follow-up message and some of that stuff, I'm sure. Yeah, the flow changes are interesting. As interesting as war gets, at least. I agree with what a lot of people are saying, where I think it'd be cool that either... because they're... Okay, so to catch everyone up to speed... Everyone BG, take care. Alright, MST, good night, dude. To catch everyone up to speed, basically here's what's going on with flow. As of right now, or this past season that we just completed, I guess, you turn off the power gain by stunning the opponent, which includes parry stuns. It's any stun, right? And they're changing it so that instead of stunning the opponent, it's just well-timed blocks turn off the power gain. Which is slightly better, but I wish it was both. Either a well-timed block or a stun of some kind. I think it's what a lot of people are saying would be good. Or just change the node in a bigger way. Make it cap it so that there's like, you know, you can only gain one power gain at a time or something like that. I don't know. Something, man. It's a little nutty. So don't think that'll solve the problem though, mainly against Mojo. Yeah, I don't know. You're probably right. But I mean, I don't know for sure. I mean, you know, we could talk about war and stuff like that, but the thing is, for me, like, you know, I'm looking for a bigger change to war overall. The defensive tactics or whatever, I don't know, man. It's not that interesting to me, so. Don't want to see Terax on defense though. Oh man, good old Terax. Has he been tough? I haven't heard much about him. Cody, what's up, dude? BG, you on my path 4 of 5 in Abyss. Nice, dude. Very nice. Third path since Saturday, and my eyes hurt bad. Oh no, Cody. Dude. Wow, man. You're just crushing it in there. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. BG, how about Brian Grant? Stay at home, a new Sony trilogy? I don't know if that would be too interesting, man. Alright, am I gonna die to this? Let's just use a special. What is another 24-hour live stream coming? Last one I remember was back when cable came out. I've only done 2 24 live streams ever. One was for cable, and the other was for Bruce Banner when I started my first alt account, which was a strictly 24-hour challenge kind of thing. I don't know when the next 24-hour challenge or so just 24-hour stream in general is going to be. I don't know, the 24-hour streams, they're kind of hard to do, and I don't know if they make a lot of sense to do, to be honest. You know, with the McFabio thing where I spaced it out over a week, that felt a lot better to do, both just more fun. I feel like people liked it better than just a straight 24-hour thing. Also, YouTube doesn't even save streams for 24 hours, so like it's kind of crazy. But I'm sure there'll be something that comes along that has me do another 24-hour stream. I don't know what it is, but could be something. Hope we get Aegon this time, otherwise we lose content. I'm not going for Aegon. So, rip. I've got a 6-star Aegon, so I don't need the 5-star one that bad. It'd be nice to, it would have been nice to have, that's why I went for him round 1, but I got the 6-star. He's unawakened as a 6-star. Eventually I'll awaken him though. Was there a major ban wave for war? We're ranking about 100 spots higher than I expected. I don't know. Maxid Omega Red without suicide? Wait, what is that? Oh, I see. Is Omega Red good without suicides? He's okay. He's usable. He's not amazing, but he's usable, yeah. Honestly, for what I was doing today, I could have been using Omega Red without suicides. I wasn't benefiting from any of the spores. Oof. I should have just not used that guy at all. I imagine you're in like the top alliance right now. Me? Gregory? Or are you talking to someone else? Because me? No, I'm not. I was part of a top 10 alliance, which is for Loki, depending on how you consider the rankings. I think they're just out of top 10 alliance quest, but they placed... I don't know where they placed in war. It was definitely top 10. I know they almost had 3rd place. So, average is a 2 out. Top 10. Doing Fabio was so fun. I'm still thankful for you doing that. Would like to see an MCOC streamer showdown where a bunch of y'all start free-to-play accounts and only play like 2 hours per day and see who can get Cav first. It'd be fun, man. It's just really difficult to organize something like that. Like, possibly impossible. Is that some yummy water? Yep. About what time do season rewards come in? It's 12:25 for me right now. I think they usually come in maybe about like 4 or 5 hours from now. Something like that. It's better off just wait until the morning or whatever. Just got a 5-star Aegon from a 5-star Crystal. Should I use a generic? Nice. He's generic worthy for sure, yeah. It kind of depends on what your goals are and what you need right now and all that. As always, when it comes to any rank up or awakening decision. If you're looking to do some of the longer content in this game, especially Labyrinth, Abyss, man, this Kingpin is really wanting me to look at his back. Some of the longer quests like in Act 6, and yeah, Aegon's amazing. It's up to you on Twitch to show how much I love your videos. Oh, thanks, man. Also, when are you going to try the Abyss? I'm not too sure. Right now, the focus is just 6.4. And then probably Act 7, since that will be out before long. So, I'll probably do 6.4. Give it a little bit of time. You know, waiting for Act 7 to come out, and then do that right away. And then, I'll start thinking about the Abyss. I'm really not in any rush for the Abyss. Like, the rewards there, they're nice. I will be happy to take them. But, you know, there's not really much I could use out of them right now, is the thing. Like, all the Tier 5 class catalysts, I can't use them. I would probably just hold on to them without even opening them. I'd probably open them just so that you guys weren't pissed after watching a long ass Labyrinth clear. But otherwise, like, there's no one I'm ranking up to rank 3 right now. It's 6 stars, such a crapshoot. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you don't. Rank 3s are so rare and so important. If you don't get the right ones, then you're left either holding materials or ranking up someone crappy, and I'm not ranking up anyone crappy. By crappy, I mean, you know, not top 10 or 20 champs. Mr. Contreras sent it over to you. Thank you very much. Dude, the game's lagging out on me. Look at this. Groot is staring me down, man. No, dude, I don't got a candy bar in my pocket. Alright, hey Brian, finally moved into my own apartment with my fiance and our daughter. Nice. Super excited, but probably means less MCOC. Yeah, I understand, man. Looks like you're doing well. I am doing well. That's exciting, man. Good for you guys. That is awesome. It's... You're probably right. You're probably right. This might be a little bit less time for MCOC, but that's not a bad thing. You could still play at your own pace and all that. But dude, congrats on that, and thank you very much for the 2. Oh, I gotta update. This is a big old deed. Hang on. BG rank up dilemma. Uncle K, what's up, dude? Your rank up dilemma is this. I run Ghost. And Wasp, rank 4. I have several other champs I could take up to rank 5 that would be better suited for overall content. I use her so much though. But Namor! Thoughts? Hold on. Several champs I could take up to rank 5 that would be better suited for overall content. Like her so much so. Namor, thoughts? Are you... Hold on. What is the rank up dilemma? Is it between Ghost and Namor, or are you talking about Wasp? Like, Ghost, to me, is the best champ in the game. As long as you like using her, then that's the way to go, man. Namor, he's cool. But he's not used anywhere... in anywhere near as many situations as Ghost is, you know? So, yeah. That's your rank up option. Go with Ghost. B Daniels, send over 10. B Daniels, thank you very much. Saying BG, all these people disappointed about Civil Warrior calves, and I just remember pulling 6-star Civil Warrior from current featured 6-star pool. Thinking at least I don't want to buy these calves at all. Yeah, man. Are there Civil War calves right now? I didn't even realize. B Daniels. Lucky you with that 6-star Civil Warrior. Super lucky. Oh, man. Dude, Civil Warrior. He actually gave me a little bit of a hard time today, you know? Nowhere near as hard a time as Invisible Woman and Elsa. But Civil Warrior, you know, he's so close to being a cool champion, in my opinion. He's got some cool abilities. Maybe not super useful, but kind of cool, right? But just damage output wise, a little bit weak. He really is like a defender though. He's like a hidden difficulty kind of defender. He's that sneaky difficult defender where, you know, by himself he's nothing. He's easy. But you put him on the right node. I'm not even talking about Alliance War. I'm just talking about like in quests. On the right node, he can become kind of a pain in the ass, you know. I still remember that Civil Warrior in 6.2.6. That was kind of a fun fight, though. I liked it. BG, do you have a chance to participate in Act 7 Beta? I haven't played anything yet in Act 7 Beta. But I probably will. I'll probably take a look around, at least do a couple of the fights at some point. Yo, BG, when's Black Widow vid? I'm not making a video on Black Widow. To be honest, I didn't find her... Like, I would have made a video if I didn't do the Aegon grind, but because of the Aegon grind, and I also just wasn't too excited about her. There wasn't enough time to put together like a proper video, especially after there was a really good video on the official Marvel Contest Champions YouTube channel. So I figure, hey, that info is already out there. There's nothing better I can do, especially for a champion that I'm not personally excited about, and needed to take care of some real life stuff after putting in all that time for the Aegon grind. So, yeah, passed on that one. BG, what sort of cars do eggs drive? A Volkswagen. Oh, Tom. Boo. Terrible. Yeah, I'm sure if it was a boss rush, I could make him harder, but not impassable. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He'd be a good boss rush champ. What champs do you recommend for the Starburst node in Act 4.3.1? Best champ is Gladiator Hulk. Other champs, just any champ that has decent healing, and any champion with high damage output. If it's your first time going through that quest, there's a global. I'll actually pop in there and show you real quick because it can be a little hard to find. But if it's your first time just going through that quest, there's a way to kind of turn off the Starburst. There's a way to turn off the Starburst for that path and maybe a couple other paths. I'm not sure. I think it's 2 paths that you can turn off for. Either way, what you could also do is just kind of save resources, save potions, things like that, and use any champion to get through it and just heal up a bit after each fight. It's not ideal. It's not exactly recommended, but if you don't have these other champions and you're looking to 100% it, that could be a thing. But I would recommend saving it for, you know, a little bit later on. Give yourself some more time to pull some of these champions that can deal with Starburst better, or just allow yourself some time to maybe build up some resources. But let's go check it out. So you may already know about this, but there might be other people in the chat that are not familiar, so we'll pop in here real quick. Let me see. 4.3.1, that's where it's at. How good is Heimdall? He's just okay, but he has amazing synergies. So people mostly use him for synergies. Okay, so right here. You see this Joe Fix-It? The global is emanating from him. You can see it kind of shooting out there, the waves coming from below him. That's where this Starburst is coming from. You could always see that, by the way. If you just click on any node, go to the global part of it, click on Starburst, and it'll take you to him. Just like these other globals. But yeah, if you go through this Joe Fix-It, you'll turn off Starburst for the rest of the run. Yeah, it looks like there are 2 paths there. Oh man. Hello. How much energy it take to get to that refill? Because we got some energy along the way. What the heck is this? Dude, 3 baby refills and a big... What? 4 baby refills and a big one? I mean, it's not really worth getting the baby after the big one, though, because it takes 6 energy to get that. But anyway, that's kind of crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Ugh. I mean, it's worth getting. It's kind of a lot. Might go back and grab that later. Alright, let's go with the arena. What chapter is that? I'm hoarding energy refills right now. That's Act 4. Chapter 3, Quest 1. Just because it's on my game, though, does not mean it's going to be in yours. It's random in each of the quests, but you can take a look. OBG, was Black Widow any fun to play? Because Seaton says otherwise. What does Seaton say? Fun or not fun? I'm not sure what you mean by otherwise. Of either me not being that interested in her, or either way, she's just not my type of champion, really. To be honest, it's the 7-hit combos that kill me. It's not that she was bad. She was just okay. And she's got 7-hit combos, and you know, she has high energy damage, high shock damage, I should say, so she'll have a use for that, but otherwise, I'm not interested in her. Yuki, sending over 3 of them Polish bucks. Yuki. Thanks, man, saying, hey, Brian, exactly how many eggs have you eaten this year? I ate like 500. Not exaggerating at all. What is with the egg puns? Boo. I've eaten, well, I don't know if I've eaten 0. I've eaten like 0 eggs just by themselves, but you know, eggs are included in a bunch of things, I guess. So I'm not sure. But I'm really not a fan of eggs. I used to eat them when I was a kid, because you know my parents would make like scrambled eggs or something like that, and you know it's not like it was the worst thing ever, but I don't know. Given the choice, now that I'm an adult and I get to pick whatever I want to eat, eggs just don't make the menu. B. Daniels. Handing over another 2, saying last 2. Okay. Wrong arena, Brian, unless you don't care. Wrong arena. This is the right arena. I'm in the 4-star featured. Exactly where I want to be. Your last one before that was Yuki. He doesn't like eggs. That's why he won't open them. Hey, egg crystals are another story. There's certain egg crystals that I just can't. But you're right. Not a fan of eggs. So much egg chat in there makes me want an egg and cheese sandwich. Gonna make one, okay? Bird went tweet. Is he any good? Is who any good? Open another crystal. Nice, man. Got yourself a member of the Fantastic Four. He's all right. He's not mind-blowingly good, but he's pretty good. I don't have a high-level one, so I can't give you all the details on exactly where to use him. But I know Legacy even made a video fighting. What's it called? Using Mr. Fantastic against the champion 6.2.6. So, BG, not a big fan of Black Widow. Also, BG, Maw and Annihilus rebalance changes were actually really good, and I might use them more often now. Are you sure that's what I said? Because I remember making a video about Maw saying the dude still sucks, but he has one cool use. Or something like that. But yeah, Maw's still pretty rough. Still pretty crappy. Annihilus, I do think, is a lot better now. I just don't have a high level Annihilus, so. I would love to use Annihilus in like the incursions. There was a quest. What quest popped up? I was just in some quest. I think it was in Act 6. I don't think it was this past stream, but the one before it maybe, where Annihilus would have been good for a path or something. ABG, love that you're dedicated to get Aegon. Sid, I don't know how to break this to you, but I'm not dedicated to get Aegon. I'm not grinding for him right now. I'm grinding for milestones. But you're saying I have not got him in any star above a 3, and I'm on Act 6.3. I have a skill gem and a huge stack of 6 stones waiting for him. Well, Sid, I wish you the best of luck in getting an Aegon. I'm going for I'm just going for milestones. I have a 6-star version of Aegon. He went way higher than I was expecting, so I don't need the 5-star that bad. Will Summon Appreciation come again? We don't know. Hopefully. Yeah, I think it was pretty fun. PG pulled 6-star Void today. Nice, dude. I was finally able to beat 5.4.6 Ultron boss. Thank the Crystal Gods. Nice, man. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. PG, should I awaken Namor, Archangel, Iceman, or save it without having a ton of signature stones to level them? Awaken Namor, Archangel, Iceman, or save it. I would not awaken Iceman. I don't think Archangel really needs a lot of Sig stones. As a matter of fact, he's good at Sig 1. I mean, he benefits from higher Sig, of course, but just saying, he doesn't need it. Namor, on the other hand, I think needs it. I think it matters how much you need a champion that can impact your account right now. I think the better thing to do in the long run is to save it for Namor once you get more Sig stones and stuff. But if you're having a hard time getting through some content right now and you think an Awakened Archangel can help you with that content, then don't wait and just give it to him. He's a good champ, but I'd personally try to hold out for Namor and when you got more Sig stones. I think in the long run it's better to have a Namor than an Archangel. Isn't Maw good for Annihilus or something? Maw good for Annihilus? I don't think so. Maw's good for like the auto crit champions like Corvus. And even then, good is subjective. he's very slow. He's got power control. The thing that I found interesting about Maw was that he gains power faster than the opponent if you play it a certain way. So, you know, you never have to worry about the opponent getting a special 3. But, I mean, it's such a limited use, like, people still don't use them. Archangel needs exactly 112 Sig stones. He's okay without them. That's like a luxury to have, I would say. Like if we look at Aunt May real quick. Man, I just realized there's a lot of champions that begin with A. I was like, Archangel's got to be near the front here. Took a whole bunch to get to him. Anyway, if we look at his Sig ability. So it ranges from 25 to 40%.
Man loves beans.
25 to 40% per neurotoxin, where you're reducing ability accuracy. So people like to get him to the point where you only need 3 neurotoxins to totally shut out the opponent's abilities, and that's nice. That is a great luxury to have, I'd say. But realistically, he's good at just Sig level 1. You already block all regen at Sig level 1, and 25% to 33%. It's not that big of a difference for Neuro. Like I would settle at whatever Sig level for Archangel. If I gave him an Awakening Gem, I'd leave him at Sig 1, or if I duped him naturally, I'd leave him at Sig 20. Gingerbread King, though, sending over 5. Gingerbread King, new to the chat. Welcome. Saying relatively new to the game, and just came from my first real Realm of Legends attempt. Oh, nice. Went perfectly for a bit, then got Abhorrent RNG on Wolverine. Yeah, I don't even know if I said that word right. I don't know if I've ever seen that word before. We need to learn today. Let's learn stuff.
Abhorrent.
Which is inspiring disgust or loathing, repugnant. Okay. But okay. Got a Abhorrent RNG on Wolverine. Using She-Hulk, and was forced to abort. Come here to drown in my sorrows. Oh no. Gingerbread King. That's a bummer, dude. You were using She-Hulk for that fight? That's pretty interesting. I mean, She-Hulk can out-damage Wolverine, and She-Hulk does have the L2. What does her L2 do again? Does it reverse or does it just stop it? Let me see. 100% chance to inflict purify, reducing regen and power gain by flat 115%. Okay. Okay. So yeah, with She-Hulk's damage plus the L2, especially if you have Despair, reducing that further by another 15%. Maybe not the easiest champion to do it with, but doable. Okay. Well, bummer, dude. Sorry to hear about the bad luck you had. But hey, man, that's Realm of Legends for you. The first time I did Realm of Legends, I had to back out at Wolverine as well. It was rough. I was in there, man. I was in there for days. What is this? These eggs. Laura wasn't kidding. She made an egg and cheese sandwich. But okay, anyway, yeah, my first time in Realm of Legends, I was in there for days. And I was trying to use Guillotine to take down Wolverine. Because Guillotine, at one point in time, Guillotine was like the option. She wasn't the only option, but she was known as the option for Wolverine. Like, that was her purpose in the game. And yeah, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Had to back out. Eventually went in there with a different strategy. So yeah, man, that's just part of the grind. That's part of MCOC right there. I'm sure next time you go into Realm of Legends, you'll be able to handle it no problem. But dude, thank you very much for the 5. Really appreciate the support. Took me a while to even be able to beat Realm of Legends Winter Soldier. Yeah, quick shot. Same, dude. Took me a lot of attempts just to be able to take down Winter Soldier once. Alright, I have a relatively small champion pool currently. She was my best option, though I could try and awaken 3-star Void. Yeah, 3-star Void is honestly really good for that fight. If you can get him ranked up, like, it's possible to do that fight without ranking up Void. But if you can get him ranked up, just so you have some extra health to play with, and of course you have to have him awakened, then Void's amazing for that Wolverine fight, and in my opinion, significantly easier than using She-Hulk. Although, I guess I've never tried She-Hulk, so, but still, I can't imagine She-Hulk being an easier time than Void. Used 3-star guillotine to take down Rebel Legends Wolverine for the first time. Took dozens of tries. Yeah, man. I might have. I don't remember how many times I tried. I think I noted it when I uploaded videos about Realm of Legends, but I tried a lot of times. I was so close. I was so close so many times. That's what makes it tough about guillotine. Is like, dude, you could be so close to finishing that fight, and then just have his health shoot right back up, and then you don't have the souls, so no matter how perfectly you played, if the RNG wasn't in your favor, that could just be it. I could probably do it now. I imagine I'd be able to do it now, but, you know, back then at least, it was like, dude, impossible. 26 stones does Superior Iron Man need? 0. I hate to tell you this, but Superior Iron Man, not a good champion. I would, I'd recommend finding a new champion there, man. It's unfortunate, but yeah, he's not great. You know, early on, he's got some healing to help you sustain through some quests and stuff like that. So if you're using him right now, that's awesome. Keep using him. Keep questing with him. But start investing resources in other champions to replace him. Alyssa, Senator 2, thank you very much, Alyssa, saying, hey BG, where do you usually buy your clothes? Alright, don't laugh. But my mom usually buys my clothes. Alright, so here's the thing. I don't really buy too many clothes. You know, sometimes I buy my own clothes. I actually haven't lived with my parents for a long time now. What year is it? Oh man, I don't even know. Like 10 plus years at this point, maybe? Something like that. Around 10 years. But my mom always buys me hoodies for Christmas. And yeah, that's basically all my clothes. Like today is one of the rare days where I'm not wearing a hoodie, because I actually went outside today and it's too hot outside for a hoodie, so I just have a shirt on, but it's just a plain shirt. Like these shirts, you know, I'll just go into like Kohl's or something, and it's like 2 for 5, or not, no, 2 for 5. That's way too cheap. 2 for 10 or 2 for 20, something like that. Like $5-10 bucks a shirt. And yeah. But I always tell my mom like to not get me anything for Christmas, because I already have everything. Everything that I need, pretty much. But she likes giving me stuff anyway, so she always gets me some hoodies. Wait, Brian, are you going for Aegon round 2? Hector, nah, man. Just getting some milestones. Me too, BG. You're not alone? Alright, good. Yeah, man. Wish my mom would buy me some clothes. Yeah, man. You know, I would have been embarrassed if I was in like, I don't know, man. If I was like 18, I'd be like, no, man, my mom doesn't buy me clothes. I don't care anymore, man. I think it's great. My mom's picked out some good hoodies, you know. But yeah, only hoodies. The rest of the clothes, every other piece of clothing I own: jeans, dress clothes, t-shirts, underpants, socks, whatever. Everything but hoodies I do buy myself. How old are you, BG? 33. Ready for those season rewards to drop? Sucks we took a loss on the very last war, though. Wasn't it secured? I mean, I wasn't paying attention to the last war, Swaggy Spodester. But it sounded like the rewards were already secured. Like, our position was already secured, and, I don't know if people were trying or not, but, I mean, hey. As long as we didn't... Got our plat 4, right? So that's good. His panties he buys himself. Oh my god. Silly, and Laura made me want a snack, so I blame her. See? Wait, you play Arena one-handed? Yeah, for the most part. Should I rank up Namor or Captain America Infinity War? Both great champs. Depends a bit on what you need. I'm not even sure which champ I use more. I have both of them ranked up. I use them both about the same, but it depends on the rest of your roster, I would say. They're both good. Here's what I can tell you, though. Namor needs high sig level, where Cap America does not. For most situations, that is. You know, some situations he does need to be awake and does need high sig, but that might help you make the decision at least. If that doesn't help, then you gotta look to the content that you're about to do. Some content. Oh man, does this guy? He's got his danger senses, huh? In some content, Namor will be better. In some Cap will be better. Yeah, we were secured, but would have been cool to have a clean season and just to see how high we could rank. That's true. Yeah. When the season rewards dropping in, I don't know, like 4-ish hours, give or take. As long as there's no delays, because last season there was a delay. But last season was a little different. He only reads my comments when I tell people he wears panties. BG, you gonna have an Elsa nightmare tonight? I don't know, man. I already lived the nightmare. I don't know what I was thinking earlier, guys. I honestly don't. I guess I really couldn't even tell you. Like, I knew from the first fight on that path that, oh, Omega Red's, he's not as good for this as I thought. And then I was like, well, let me just try him again. And then I tried him the next fight. And I was like, yep, turns out not as good as I thought. Hey, let's keep going anyway. Stupid. Really dumb. It's not the first time I've made that mistake. And it probably won't be the last, but man, I sure hope it's the last. I gotta be smarter. You know what it is, man? I think here's the best way I could explain it. There's a bunch of people in the stream, you know? And I always have, like, in the back of my mind, like, dude, there's people watching, like, play the game. Just play the game. I don't really care if people think I'm good or bad or whatever. That part doesn't matter. But I always have this, like, nagging pressure to just, like, move, do something. Whereas sometimes I just want to sit there and think about it for a little bit. Or sometimes I do want to back out, and I'm like, you know, I could back out, but would people rather just see me keep going or something like that? And that's a terrible way to think. Because I'm sure what people would have rather seen is just good options countering the fights rather than somebody just falling apart, not getting through any quests or anything. Like, oh man. But that's, I don't know, that's what goes on in my head sometimes. BG, you think if I maxed Cap Infinity War could beat Mysterio when I get to him? Mysterio in what? In 6.3? Is that? I mean, is that the Mysterio we're talking about? That's the Mysterio as far as I know. Not a one shot, I don't think. I don't remember. I used him a bit for that fight. I don't remember my best attempt. I don't think anyone's recorded a one shot of that. I could be wrong, but I remember him being decent at least. I think. Oh god, at this point I'd have to go back. 6.3 was kind of a blur. BG, do you sing? Yes. Not well, but I do sing. Would you like to hear a song? I like to call this one Barbie Girl. Is that the name of the song even? I don't even know if that's the name of the song. Ah, God, I didn't realize I had the bad luck on myself there. And now we good, fam. A bunch of people are saying yes, though, so. Okay. Come on, Bobby. Let's go party. Yeah. I can't even do it anymore. Alright, I'm done. That's enough. Hold on. Sorry, give me one sec here, guys. Was that person spamming? I saw it was a rank up question, and then I saw someone get banned. Were they spamming or something? I'm trying to make sure people don't get banned unfairly. And Glory, I trust you, but I was just curious. Because a lot of people have been getting banned lately. He's a troll? Okay. Dakota Shepherd, Senate 05, saying requesting a Beatles song. Not a song from the band The Beatles, but a song about Beatles, sang in the tune of a Beatle. Okay. Dakota Shepherd, thank you for the 5. Let me see if I can come up with something. Give me a moment. Beetle. Beetle. I don't know. This is so dumb. I can't do it, man. I sat there for like 2 minutes trying to think of what I could actually do. There's nothing I could do. I can't make a Beatles song? Dakota Shepherd. Get the heck out of here. Oh my god. Thank you for the 5, though. But I'm trying to convince this person that barnacles are delicious. Of course they're delicious, yeah. The delicious barnacles, yeah. How do you make a song as a beetle? ABG, top 3 pieces of advice for doing 6.2.6 100%. 3? Tip 1 is don't do what I did today in 6.4. Back out of the quest if you didn't bring the right champs. Tip 2. I don't normally recommend ranking up champions for like a fight, but the champion boss at the end is different. The champion boss is the type of fight where, you know, you need to go in with everything you got. So yeah, make sure you have a good option for the champion, and I highly recommend, if you don't already have a champion ranked up that can handle that fight, make that one of your next priorities. Next tip. Be patient. It's kind of the tip for everything in this game, but yeah, just be patient. You can, it's permanent content, so you don't need to complete it all right now. You can try to, you could do some paths. If you don't have the champions to get through the gates and stuff like that, just save it for later. Dakota Shepherd sending over another 8. Dakota, thank you, man. Saying this is simply the worst music channel I've ever seen. I'm writing a letter to your manager. I understand, dude. But I mean, a song about Beatles. Hold on. What was your previous? Let me read this one more time. Requesting a Beatles song, not a song from the band The Beatles, but a song about Beatles sang in the tune of a Beatle. I basically went into a version of a Pokemon Beetle whose name was Beetle. I could only say, oh man. BG skips over Stealth Spidey in what? In Arena? I don't skip over any champion to like avoid using them. I skip them because I already have a skill champion on the team. I throw in 3 different class types 99% of the time. Occasionally I'll mess up, throw in 2 of the same class type, or you know, I'm just out of champions and I use what I got. Dakota Shepherd sent another 2 saying, alright, hearing it back, I might have reached too far. Okay. Thank you for another 2. Appreciate it, man. GG awaken AA now or wait for Sig Stones and Suicides, then awaken Omega Red? Very similar question to... did I just fully evade that? Dang, dude. I never fully evade her L2. Anyway, similar question to what someone just asked about Archangel and Namor. And it's basically the same for Archangel and Omega Red. I think Omega Red's the better of the 2 champions. So if you can wait, then I recommend waiting until you have the Sig Stones and you have the Suicides and stuff like that. And then just going with Omega Red. If you need a champion right now, you know, there's nothing wrong with ranking up a champion right now if that's what you need in order to help you get, you know, continue getting through content, and there'll be other awakening gems later and stuff like that. But yeah, if you're able to save it, I recommend doing that. Rand Scotland sent it over too, saying check Twitter, please. Sure. In 1 sec. Right, this person looked up a boiled barnacle recipe. Is Charlie's picture there? Frank? Ooh, look what I got today, dude. Got the 6-star version. Nice, man. That's awesome. Congrats. Good stuff. Usually hope you reach the top spot this time. Addy, I'm not going for Aegon this time. Thank you though. But yeah. A little too high for my liking. I don't need Aegon that bad. Rance, thank you again. And congrats again. Gameplay on how to fight Medusa in Alliance War and Stun Immune Node, or any tips? Medusa in Alliance War and Stun Immune Node. Well, if Medusa in War, if she's awakened, she can auto block. If she has 3 or more Furies. So, you want to make sure to only do your normal combos if she has those Furies. If she, I'm sorry, if she doesn't have those Furies. You can do normal combos if she doesn't have those Furies. If she does have 3 Furies, then the best thing to do is to bait out a heavy attack. You know, because she's stun immune, you said, right? So if she's stun immune, bait out a heavy attack. And Medusa has a 2-hit heavy. If you're fast enough, you can evade the first hit and then launch a heavy attack before Medusa's second hit connects. So that's really the best strategy to go with. Medusa cannot block, cannot auto block heavy attacks, since they're heavy attacks that would normally go through block anyway. And it'll also send Medusa flying, giving you some additional space to work with. This way, hopefully you don't get backed up against the wall. And yeah. Then once her Furies go down, then you can go back to doing normal combos if you want. Hey guys, is there a community Discord channel where summoners can hang while grinding arena? There are Discord channels, yeah. I don't really use Discord much myself, but I do have... Where is the... Let's page? I don't know how to see the chat. I found it the other day. Or the description while I'm live anymore. Alright, anyway. I think I have a Discord link in the description. The Discord channel that I recommend joining the most, though, is the UMCOC Discord. The unofficial MCOC Discord. They have a podcast. They have bots that have good info and stuff like that. And, yeah. I think they're the most active. I don't know if that's for sure, but aside from that, there's some other Discord channels out there too, but you can kind of find them from there. All right, I'm gonna go a tiny bit higher in this arena, and then I'll be done with it. Have all the milestones, but want to make sure I get the... Actually, you know what? This will be the last round. Focus more on the units. I'll come back to this later if I have more time. BG, can you get enough battle chips to almost self-fulfill the game? Matt, what do you mean by that? You can hire bots at MCOC Podcast? No. They have bots that give you information. I think it's called the Collector bot that they have. And there's like commands to ask for info. Just like line bots, you know? BG just got Cavalier. Nice, man, with rank 4 Unawakened Ghost that I pulled a week ago. Nice. Congrats. That is awesome. BG, is it better to use battle chips on arena crystals or the uncollected arena crystals when looking for units? They both have the same rates for units. I go with uncollected because uncollected has higher chance to give a 4-star Punisher and of course a chance to get the 5-star version because there is no 5-star in the regular arena crystals. Not only is it just nice getting a 5-star version, but with the higher chance to get the 4-star version, you'll eventually be duplicating the 4-star version, which will give you ISO bricks, which you can either use or sell for gold, which means the uncollected arena crystals have slightly higher gold rates than the regular arena crystals. And they both have the same unit rates. So, I pop uncollected every single time. If you keep playing Arena daily, and save them and only use them when needed. Do you mean the units, or I think what you might be asking is if it's possible to be free to play in this game, basically, like having enough units to do everything that you need to do to progress through the story and stuff like that. If that's what you're asking, then yes, absolutely. I have not spent any money on this game. It's all my units come from the, well, there's a few other sources for units besides the arena, but basically all my units come from the arena. But you mentioned battle chips. The only place that you really need to use battle chips is for alliance donations, and that's only if you do Alliance Quest map 5, 6, or 7. Hey, Electric BGaloo. Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars is currently free through Comixology. It's required reading and one of my all-time favorite Marvel stories. Get on it. Okay. That's cool, man. I don't know if I will read that. But I think that's cool that it's free. And if anyone else wants to go check that out, especially those of you who are home and have some time and looking for something to do, that sounds like something to do. Can you, Omar? Can you tell me? I don't really want to know. Like, don't spoil the story, just in case I do read it, or anyone else in here does read it. But can you tell me? Can you just name like a few of the bigger characters that make an appearance in those comics? Or does that end up spoiling things? Is that too much? I don't know. Normally in like for like movies or something, I don't even want to know. It's what Realm is loosely based on. Yeah, I know that much, but I guess I just don't know much about that and Realm and everything. Ah, crap. I gotta get out of this arena. Didn't I say I was gonna get out of this arena? Alright, this is definitely my last round, because now I think I have the top 10% rewards. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? You guys ever shaved all hairs in your body except... wait. All hairs in your body except hair? Like, oh, head hair, I'm guessing you're saying? Including eyebrows? Wait, just because the place you're living in is too hot? No? Only me? Yeah, I can't say I've ever done that, man. Yo, BG, any idea when the Hulkbuster buff is gonna be live? I don't know if they said it or not, but I was guessing the next update. If not the next update, then I would imagine the one after has gotta be it. Dr. Doom with Fantastic Four, Black Panther, and many other characters across the Marvel Universe are in it, but Doom is more or less the main character. Okay. Alright, got it. I figured there's a lot of characters. But yeah, I was kind of curious if there was like you know, a central few or something. Okay. That's cool though. I wonder, man. I wonder, like, if Kabam's gonna... I mean... Alright, what I was about to say is I wonder if Kabam's gonna use the comics to determine, like, how powerful some of the characters are in Realm of Champions, and then I quickly just remembered, well, comics have no influence on Contest of Champions, or almost no influence, in terms of power levels at least. Abilities-wise, yeah, they get them from the comics, but I imagine it would probably be similar for Realm. ABG, thanks for answering on the battleships. No problem, man. Pulled my second 6-star today, and it was Ghost. Hey, congrats. That's an amazing second 6-star to get. Leave the arena. Oh, crap. Yeah, good call. At first, I thought you were just telling me to stop playing arena, but yeah, I keep loading up the same arena, right? I do need to leave this arena. Thank you for reminding me. I was just about to do it again, I swear. Alright, we're done with that stupid arena. Keep running 5 stars. Actually, after this round, I'm probably going to go to the tier 4, or not tier 4, the 4-star basic. It's so autopilot when it comes to the arena, guys. I'm just reading what you guys are saying, and I don't know, man. Everything else is on autopilot. BG Inquiring Minds need to know, since you failed to get that other skill ramp-up champ, we'll be going for the next best skill ramp-up champ in Arena this next round to do Abyss with. Oh, goodness, no. For a second there, I thought you were talking about the next skill champion in the Arena, which... Wait. There is another skill champ coming before Black Widow, right? Taskmaster? Is he going to be in there? Just looking at Reddit real quick. I think it's Taskmaster though, right? If you're talking about that guy, I thought you were trolling, just saying it in a bizarre way, talking about Aegon again. But I guess you're talking about Taskmaster, huh? I will not be going for Taskmaster, no. Oh god. Talk about, like, if I were to make a list of things that I didn't want to do, using Taskmaster to complete the Abyss, it wouldn't be top of the list, but, oh boy. Aegon is old, so Black Widow next. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait, where did I see something about Taskmaster? Did I make that up? Because I tried to check for it real quick, and I didn't see it, but I'm sure I just missed it. Oh wait, Star says no? Oof. Wait. Let me see. Maybe it was on Twitter. Ooh. What is this creature? This is, where'd it go? There we go. This is on, posted from Gabriel here. I don't know what this creature is, but, it's interesting. Anybody have any idea what this? I'm assuming this is kind of some. He's been posting a bunch of sketches and stuff. I'm assuming it's related to Realm, but who really knows? This one looks very Realm-esque right here, man. For the Followers of Apocalypse, or whatever it's called. Taskmaster featured Civil Warrior Basic on Thursday. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, they changed their formula recently, right? Where it's the second, what is it? Second and fourth Tuesday of every month or something like that? I don't know. Either way. It's interesting. This one, I don't know who this is, but this is really cool, actually. Kabam launched a new game. Could be related to that. It could be. It could be. But, yeah, I don't know. I just like the look of this guy. I don't know, man. He's pretty cool. I'm definitely drawn to this character. The other characters, like, these are cool sketches and stuff. Pretty sweet looking. Okay. But this guy right here, I hope this is Realm related. I hope this isn't for another game. I'll be kind of sad if it's for another game. And the new game is a Disney game that's not super recognized to me. Well, they have a different game too. I don't think they just released it though. But I know they... Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this thing here was retweeted by one of the Kabam guys. Shop Titans available on Steam. It could be a character from this, which I'll be real sad. Because, no offense, but I'm not playing this. I'm sure it's a lovely game for somebody who wants to play it. But, Shop Titans is old. Yeah, I know I've seen them, like, retweet things about it for a while, but I guess just because it, just came to Steam or something. I don't know. It looks very dignified. I agree. There's some time away from McFabio. What are your biggest takeaways from that experience? McFabio's awesome. We can all stand to live a little bit more like McFabio. That's the biggest takeaway. No, I don't know. Really? So, I mean, my answer might not be what you expected, but for me, this is the biggest takeaway. Doing the McFabio thing kind of made me rethink, like, it's time to change some things about my stream. And I had already been kind of messing around with some ideas and stuff like that, but it actually made me take a more serious look and be like, alright, some things need to change. Had a really good time doing it. And just the overall run and everything, you're probably asking more from like a gameplay perspective, which there's some things I learned, I suppose, from that too, but there's certain things that I want to make better stream-wise. Just so that it's a better experience for me, a better experience for, hopefully, everyone watching and all that, and yeah. Jack almost said, I know 5 of them Australian bucks saying, hey BG, question below. Okay. Question below. I'm on the lookout for it. I don't see it quite yet, but Jack, thank you for the 5. I will... Oh, here we go. ABG, can you explain something for me, please? My Mysterio got poisoned in war the other day against a duped Man-Thing at boss platform on mirror image node. Isn't Mysterio poison immune? Sort of. He's kind of poison immune. The thing about Mysterio is he is merely but a man inside of a fishbowl. And if that fishbowl cracks via an armor break, which Man-Thing does have armor breaks, then he is no longer poison immune. So most champions in this game that have a poison ability cannot apply an armor break. There's actually a kind of an infamous Mysterio fight in a quest in 6.3. I just realized, man, there's 2 tough Mysterios in 6.3. But there's one who is not a boss. He's just on a path. And he's got a node. I can't remember the name of the node, but you need to basically do poison damage to Mysterio, which means you also need to armor break Mysterio. And there's like 2 champions that can do that. Man-Thing and King Groot. But yeah, that's what happened. If you got poisoned, it's because you got an armor break on you somehow. There's also some nodes. Yeah, Acid Wash. There we go. Thank you, Hinesh. There's also some nodes that can apply armor breaks, so you do have to be a little bit careful that you don't step on one of those nodes that armor breaks you too, but yeah, that'll do it. Dude, thank you very much for the 5, though. Really appreciate it. Season rewards come out yet? No, they won't be out for a few hours. I would hope that your takeaway was that doing interesting and unique challenges are good for your channel, so you should do more of those things. Actually, that was not really what I learned, Abdo. I mean, I kind of already knew that, you know? I don't know. To be fair, I didn't know it was going to be that good. A lot of people really liked that challenge. I thought there was going to be some people that would like it, and I figured there'd be like more people interested in that than, you know, grinding arena, of course. But people really got behind it, and that was cool. That was a bit unexpected. But no, it's just some other things that I need to be better. Talk more about those in time when the changes happen. But anyway, the other takeaways from like actually playing on a new account, certain nodes are really tough in this game if you don't have the right champions, and that's kind of, you know, you don't have to have a new account to know that, but there were certain things that were kind of eye-opening. Certain types of fights that I wouldn't expect people to have problems with. You know, like there's the classic problem spots, like on your way to Uncollected when you hit that masochism quest. Brutal. Jay, I did see it, man. I'm sorry. I just wanted to get back to this thought real quick. Give me 1 sec, man. I'm sorry for the delay, but yeah, I want to wrap up my thoughts on this real quick. So yeah, there's definitely some problem spots that are kind of well known, and then there's other things that I just didn't expect at all, like the King Groot fight in it was like the first boss in Uncollected, and dude, I just couldn't get through that King Groot fight. The amount of healing that dude was, you know, had, and the other combination nodes and stuff like that. I thought, oh man, no, this is not a problem. You can like skill your way through this, and there was a way through it if I really tried and bashed my head against that wall for a while. I could have come up with something probably, but with the top champions that I was using, it was brutal. So yeah, there was a couple things that I learned about that and stuff. But okay, Jay. Dude, thank you very much for the 2. Sorry, I started answering that question before I read Jack's. So before I continue on, I wanted to answer that. But okay, anyway. Saying, BG, Relapse, please, I need you to channel Metal Sonic Dude's energy with the response. Oh, goodness. Does that mean you're, like, about to do something crazy? Are you right at the champion or something? Alright, let me see your last one. Hang on. I used to be an arena addict, but been non-stop busy for the past few months. Every time I attempt, I just lose interest. But now I'm low on gold. BG, push me. Motivate me again. Oh, no, dude. It's tough to motivate for the arenas sometimes, man. I thought you were, because MSD was like the conductor, he called himself, man, for the champion fight. This is like a different type of motivation. Well, Jay, let's see. How can I properly motivate you? I mean, you probably already aware of all the rewards and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You probably already know that there is an unlimited pool of gold waiting for you, an unlimited amount of units and battle chips and crystal shards and new champions that await for you and only you and everyone else in the arena. It's up to you to grab the arena by the balls and take it or something like that. I don't know though. You know, I think when it comes to the arena, you just got to find something that can really distract you from the arena. If there's like a maybe there's like a TV series that you already watched, and maybe because you kind of already know what's happening, you don't need your full focus on it, but you want to watch it again because it was good. So maybe, you know, find something like that. Use that to hit the arenas. Don't overdo it. Don't just do a crazy arena binge and then make yourself sick of the arena again. Set yourself a small goal of, you know, I don't know, however many rounds you feel comfortable with in a single sitting. You know, maybe 10 rounds a day, or if you think you can do more than that, maybe break it up 10 rounds in the morning, 10 rounds in the evening each day, something like that. But yeah, I don't know, arena's tough because we all know how the arena works. So if you're not already motivated to go after the rewards, it is tough to find it. But, Jay, I wish you the best of luck, man. BG, does Iceman need suicides? Need? No. Iceman, I would say, is like kind of suicide friendly, kind of not. You know, in the past, I would have considered him one of the most suicide friendly champions in the game. Just because there weren't that many champions that had poison and bleed immunity. Especially champions that weren't robots. Like, he was. Wait, was he the first? I don't think he was the first. I think Dormammu was the first. Did Dormammu come out before Iceman? God, I don't even know anymore. But I think those were like the first two non-robots that had those immunities. So yeah, just that alone made him like one of the top suicide-friendly champs in the game. And he still is friendly. I mean, of course, he didn't lose those immunities, right? But you don't need the suicides because I prefer to spam special ones with him. I think a lot of people do. And yeah, because of that, you're taking a lot of recoil damage. If you're running suicides, you could just hold for L3s or hold for a big L2 on a killing blow or something, but does not need suicides, no. I watch podcasts and arena grind till my elbows hurt. Then my family gets mad at me for being on my phone all day. Yeah. Zolauer sent it over too, saying, "Holy 6-star Cap Marvel dupe, BG. Did you just dupe your 6-star Cap Marvel? Zolo, dude. That's amazing, man. Congrats." Sick stuff right there, dude. Congratulations. Thank you for the 2, dude. Thank you very much. BG, when will the new Alliance, or when will the Alliance War rewards be awarded? Usually in a few hours from now. Unless there's a delay or something. And that was awesome. I used to do 5-star featured and get 1k 5-star shards with 7.5 mil and 4-star basic. And now I start and it's just meh. But I'm going to give it another go Thursday. Thanks. Alright, dude. Sounds good. These 2 things greatly up my motivation in Arena. 1, turning on suicides. Oh, yeah, that's true. And 2, switching to an iOS device for grinding. Yeah, man. I don't think the iOS thing is as important these days. But, oof. Man, at one point in time, that was such a crazy difference. Yeah, the suicides is still... Oh, man, it's really tough for me to grind the arena without suicides on. It's actually really, really tough to force myself to do it. With the suicides on, I don't know, it's just pretty relaxed. I don't necessarily mind it. There's other things that I want to do throughout the day, so, you know, I'm not sitting here all day grinding, but... like right now, I'm just having fun. But, dude, like, oof. I mean, you guys have heard me complain. I don't need to complain about complaining. Right, for the Grandmaster quest, is it better to counter the path or Grandmaster himself? Bringing Aegon and Doom, wondering if the other 3 should boost Aegon or help clear the lane. What's priority on tougher paths? Well, Hinach, I don't have the experience, but if I had to guess, I would say that's kind of what makes those champions powerful, Aegon and Doom, is that they don't, or it's one of the things that makes them powerful, is that they don't really need a synergy support system. I'd recommend bringing other champions that can get you through the path, more so than adding a little benefit to Aegon or Doom. So yeah, I mean, of course, it always depends on the path you're taking and all that. Sometimes you can squeeze in a synergy champ, but yeah, I would probably favor just bringing in other champions for the path. There's, you know, in the past, I used to bring in way too many synergy champions, I think. I mean, you know, it still happens sometimes. It's not like it's a problem that's completely gone. But I used to really rely on like one champion to get me through a quest. And then I'd bring in like, you know, full mutant team or something like that. And it's nice having those synergies, but man, it's also just really nice having 5 capable champions. Or 4 and like 1 good synergy. Why is having suicides on so much better for Arena? Is it just because they make the fights quicker, or is there something else like more points? It's mostly that they make the fights quicker. You do get a tiny bit more points just because your champion's PI is higher, but it's not really about the points. Points per match, at least. It's just the fact that the fights are faster. So not only are you, of course, saving time, which means you're going to get more points in an hour of grinding with suicides versus without, But you just don't even need to bait out specials when you're using the suicides. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. Is just, like, watch. I mean, this might be a bad example for a fight here because I'm, like, double this guy's PI. So, of course, I'm not going to have to bait out specials. But there's a lot of these fights where, yeah, it's just a couple of combos and maybe you pop your special. You're not even thinking about if the opponent's going to use theirs. Without the Suicide Masteries on, a lot of time you're at the mercy of the opponent's AI, and sometimes they don't want to throw the special 3. Building up to the infinite streak, you might still have to bait out some specials, but at least it's nowhere near as bad as if you didn't have the Suicides on. So, it's just more enjoyable. Like, if I sat down and timed it, which I have done before, and uploaded videos on it, the time difference is not so big that it's, like, unplayable without suicides, but the feeling of it is what makes it unplayable. Update, there's a thing outside that looks very tall, so I'm gonna stay up all night. Very tall? What kind of thing? ABG, now that I have Cav, I'm really close to getting my first rank 5. Do you think Ghost is worth a rank 5 if I don't have Wasp? Yeah, just make sure that you actually like Ghost. You gotta rank up, especially for your first rank 5, you gotta rank up a champion that you really enjoy. Don't go with a champion just because you hear other people talking about how good Ghost is, or, you know, if she's at the top of tier lists and things like that. Go with the champion that, like, if you're already using Ghost for a lot of your content, then perfect, rank her up. But if, let's say, you have a Ghost at rank 4 and you've got, I don't know, Corvus at rank 4, or fill in any other champion there, and you're using those other champions more than you're using Ghost, then just rank up whatever champion you're using the most of. Naito, alright, Star. Have a good night. Still getting over the shock of pulling that 6-star Corvus for $5 yesterday. Wow. Fits, man. It's pretty funny. It just knocked you on your ass, man. It sounds like it, at least. In a good way. But yeah, man, that's awesome. Have a science rank 4 to 5 gem stuck between Luke Cage and Spider-Gwen duped or She-Hulk unduped. It's a tough call. I would recommend She-Hulk out of those 3, but, you know, it's up to you, your gem and all that. Usually if I get the season rewards, I'll get my second 5-star, but I don't know if I have done 5 wars. Is there any way to check? Not to my knowledge, no. It's just something that you kind of got to keep track of during the season. Also, please don't spam. I see your message only, like, I don't know, 30 seconds apart or something like that. 3, 4 times, at least 4 times. Like, please don't do that. I try to read as many messages as I can, but that only makes it more difficult for me. So I have 1,600 units at the moment, and I'm still level 52. Don't have champs for Act 6, and trying to explore Act 5. So I save up for suicides or spend the units elsewhere, such as on revives, refills, etc. Hold on, 1,600 units, still level 52, don't have champs for Act 6. Yeah, I'd recommend investing in masteries. So suicide masteries, it's if you're an arena grinder, then I recommend suicide masteries for basically any arena grinder out there. If you don't grind the arena, then suicide masteries are not for everybody. They're amazing with certain champions. Certain champions, it's like dude, a night and day difference. They are incredible with the suicide masteries, but some champions, it's a night and day difference the other way, where they suck with using the suicide. So it does depend a bit on which champions you have for questing and things like that. But yeah, in general, I recommend investing in masteries, especially, you know, you're level 52. It's really tough to do Act 6 at level 52. So yeah, give it some time. Invest a little bit more into the into your masteries, and then go back and do that content. Christopher Cordova said it over too. Christopher, thank you, man. Saying anyone else to do Abyss if no Aegon? Stealth. Obi for the win. Is that the Obi I'm thinking of? Or is there a different Obi? But dude, Christopher, thank you very much for the 2. So it's doable without Aegon, yes, but Aegon makes it way easier than any other champion, so I'm told, at least. I don't have the experience. But yeah, actually, MSD has been using other champions besides Aegon, and I'd recommend. So I haven't watched all of MSD's Abyss videos, but I know he's made some videos talking about like which champion he's using and predictions for how it's going to go, or something along those lines. So that might be a good place to look. Or if anyone else in here has done the Abyss without Aegon and wants to talk about which champions they use. I think there was also at least one Reddit post about someone going through the Abyss without Aegon. But I don't actually know who's best, like, outside of using Aegon. I know, you know, each fight's a little bit different, so it's not like one champion gets through all of them to begin with. Link or username, please. Let me grab a link to MSG's channel. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. Alright, actually, let me look through his recent videos here and see if I can grab one for the video. Again, I haven't watched all his videos, so I don't know if this will have exactly the type of information that you need. It was just the first thing that came to mind because I saw him post. Oh god, I'm really getting wrecked this fight. Okay, we're good. Crap. Here's a link. This is, okay, yeah, the name of this video is Abyss of Legends Path 3 Team and Predictions. So, he might have other videos for the other paths. This was just one that I saw him post a couple weeks ago. So yeah, maybe give that a try. Trying to see now if anyone else put in the chat who they used. I think he's been using champions like She-Hulk. I mean, I know he was just in here talking about She-Hulk. I'm not sure for how much of the run he's been using She-Hulk. I'm pretty sure people have used Ghost. MSD at MSG? Maybe one day. If Kabam, if their game got big enough, they could have an event at Madison Square Garden. I mean, they kind of did. Except it wasn't for Marvel Constant Champion, it was just all Marvel games. Anyone know how to get past 6.1.2 Ultron boss? That boss has EMP mod and Spite, right? You need champions that don't gain buffs, including Dexterity. So you kind of have to alter your playing a bit to not Dex. You can Dex if you use someone like Void, but yeah, even then, preferable not to really. Best bet is really just to kind of parry or block the specials rather than Dexing them. Or go in with someone who is shock immune to handle the EMP mod. Shock immunity or high energy resistance will be helpful. I want to say I used Void for it on my original account, but maybe that's not true. Maybe I used Medusa, now that I think back. I don't know. On the McFabio account, I basically got there and couldn't keep my eyes open anymore and failed. Yeah. Haven't done Abyss yet. I might try Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok, but that'll get me nowhere. Yeah, probably not. Don't use your special. Don't use your special. Come on, Wolverine. Is 6.1.5 harder than 6.1.6? They're basically the same difficulty. Yeah, in my opinion. BG, I'm at 5 out of 8 mutants on my 6-star. What can I do about getting all those cables and bishops? I don't know, man. I have a pretty similar situation going on myself. I've pulled a crazy number of mutant 6-stars compared to everything else. Not as crazy as yours, 5 out of 8 being mutant. That's even more lopsided towards mutant than me. But I've also pulled Cable and Bishop, and I've also awakened my Cable and Bishop. So yeah, man, we have a similar problem. Corvus was good for Ultron. Yeah, I imagine Corvus is good for that Ultron too. I imagine he's amazing for it. BG, any tips on Chapter 2 of Variant 2? Not off the top of my head. Chapter 2 of Variant 2? I don't remember the quest there too much. There's probably some ways to cheese some of the fights. I remember there being some strategies. I remember there being... I think there was aggression regen when, you know, anytime there's aggression regen, you can bring in like a Sig 100 Cap Beardo with some synergies and reverse the healing that way, or use other champions to reverse that healing. There was something with, I think it was the aggression fury that people were using Electro and Heimdall to get through. But yeah, no, sorry, I mean, off the top of my head, like, I don't remember enough of the quests to give specific advice there. What was the best and worst node in the game? Subjective. But I think a lot of people would say the best node is something like Life Transfer, where you're able to heal yourself very easily. The worst node... I'm really not a fan of Aggression Fury, so for me that might be the worst. There's ways around it and everything, but yeah, I really just hate the design of that node. Tips for not spending. Broke my free-to-play streak, 10 months I think. Decided to take my credit card off my phone entirely to stop the temptation. Poos on Poos. I I don't know if I have any tips for you. I mean, obviously I don't spend, but for me it's easy, because that's kind of my thing, is I don't enjoy it. So it's really easy for me. It's kind of like asking someone who doesn't smoke how to stop smoking. You might need to ask someone who used to smoke and stop smoking, kind of thing. But I will say that you definitely don't need to spend. I don't think there's anything wrong with spending. As I always say, as long as you enjoy it, then I think it's cool. Supports the game. You get some, you know, if you can support the game that we all play and get constant updates for while having a good time, cracking open some crystals and things like that, then awesome. But only if you enjoy it, you know? If you don't enjoy it, then yeah, you can play this game without spending. APG, I completed Act 5. Should I try to go Cavalier or try Variant? Try Cavalier, but it's pretty difficult. I would say the Variant difficulties, you might have an easier time, especially with Variant 3 and Variant 4. So try getting Cavalier, and if it's too difficult for you, no worries. Just back out. The quest will be there for you at a later time. Don't spend a crazy number of units to get through it or anything. Just save that content for later and check out some of the variants. Safeguard is the worst node in general. Safeguard doesn't bother me too much. But yeah, I could see how you know, you might not like it. Safeguard, the Safeguard on steroids, which is Rage, I don't like so much. But regular Safeguard, I don't mind. 6.2.5 global node and strength in numbers. Punch in the air right now. Oh man, yeah, that global node actually, that is one of the nastiest to deal with. There are a couple champions that counter it, but man, a lot of nodes in this game aren't that, you know, they aren't that difficult, aren't that problematic if they're by themselves. It's when you start kind of adding nodes together, you could turn some nodes that are like relatively simple into near impossible, you know? Like it doesn't even take that much. What's a good example of that? Actually, you know what nodes kind of piss me off sometimes? Certain unblockable nodes. Like an unblockable special 1 or special 2 from an easy champion like Iron Man, that's no problem. But you put unblockable on certain champs. Oh, dude, hell yeah. It was all energy refills and then units. Only 75, but that's okay. I'll take it. Aspect of War and Spite, yeah, that's a pretty nasty combination. Bane, okay, actually, yeah, Bane's a pretty good one. Like, Bane, by itself, it's a difficult node, but, you know, it's manageable. But you throw Bane on top of... oh, defensive. There we go. Like, that's not a hard node to deal with. Just the AI being more defensive. What's so bad about that? But then you throw Bane, or you throw... what's that one... God, I always forget the name of it, where you have to attack them every, like, 6 seconds, or you take some degen. That node, whatever that's called. You throw those nodes, on top of just defensive, which if it was just defensive by itself, that's like an Act 1 node. You know, who cares? But, man. Brute Force. There we go. Thank you. You know, one of my favorite nodes is Breakthrough. I think that's an awesome node. I really enjoy Breakthrough, and I wouldn't mind seeing more Breakthrough in the game. Like, when I say more Breakthrough, I don't mean like just throw Breakthrough on every fight. I just mean like more nodes that are like Breakthrough. So Breakthrough is, they start with 5,000 armor, and every hit in your combo, you reduce their armor a bit. I think, is it 5,000 armor? Anyway, whatever it is. Eventually, you remove all of the opponent's bonus armor, and then you could even take them into the negatives for armor. I think it's really fun. It slows down the fight long enough for you to kind of ramp up, and I think it's cool. If there was other nodes like that for other types of damage, you know, bleed, poison, shock, whatever. Like they already have bleed vulnerability and stuff, but if it was like a ramp up to that in some way, I think it'd be cool. Like every time you put a bleed on the opponent, your next bleed is, you know, 5% stronger. So that eventually you start seeing like some crazy numbers and everything, you know? Or it doesn't even have to be bleed. It could be every hit. Every hit in your combo gives, you know, gives them negative bleed resistance kind of thing. Stuff like that. It's pretty similar to the vulnerability nodes, but I don't know. I like the ramp up nature to it. All right, on that note though, guys, it is time to head out of here. It's gonna be a little bit late. I'll be back tomorrow. We gotta do some questing, man. We gotta do some questing in 6.4. We gotta catch up. I want to do 4 paths. We'll see if I do 4 paths or not, though. But ideally, I'd like to do 4 paths, dropping suicides, and hopefully it won't be anywhere near as bad today. I'm going to rank up my torch, and that'll be my first 6-star rank too. And yeah, man, we'll get to work. We'll get back to work in 6.4. But all right, Dakota Shepherd, if you're still around, if you're still in here, thank you so much for being tonight's biggest D, and thank you to everyone else. Really appreciate the all the support, all the super chats, and all that you guys sent over. Thank you very much. As for what time I'll be streaming tomorrow, probably same time that I started today, which was around 1 p.m. So, see you guys then. Good night, everybody.